it long by Poynton. Oh, and Newell gets in here. Mike Newell within 2 minutes of his home debut for Everton. A fabulous start. Misjudgment there by Ratcliffe. Stewart and Poynton scrambled it off the line, to Stewart's disgust. Tottenham passing the ball with precision, and Gascoigne lifts it in, and it's popped over the line. Paul Allen claims it. 1-1. Howells saw a gap and very nearly found it. Brought the best out of Southall. Nevin. A flick from Whiteside and from Sharp. Taken on now by Sheedy. That is a wonderful goal to whet the appetite for the season.
Brian Robson in the centre of everything as usual, and it was he who gave United an early lead. There's his right foot shot. United 1 up. And indeed, United felt they had a perfectly good and spectacular second goal disallowed as Neil Webb gets the ball in at the second attempt. Just look at this skill from Mark Hughes. But a linesman had spotted a United player in what he thought was an offside position. Up went the flag and the goal was disallowed. And it was right at the last that Palace saved themselves. The man who scored 33 goals last season, Ian Wright, getting one in the final minute. And there could be no more important one for Crystal Palace than that.
Dorigo's going to strike one. Oh, save! That's a fabulous goal by Tony Dorigo. Must have been the best part of 30 yards. And David Seaman didn't even know it had happened. I think the Rangers goalkeeper was still lining his wall up. Peter Reid. Sinton. Clark's in there, and Clark's equalised. It ran kindly for the big centre forward, and nothing that Moncur or Besson could do to deny him. Sinton squeezing in the cross, an element of surprise, and Clark's right leg was just long enough.
Long, deep cross. O'Leary got the touch. Richardson. That's not a bad ball. There's a chance here. It's in the net. Marwood scores the first goal here at Highbury Stadium this season. Rocastle. Dixon. Into Thomas. There's a chance here. Speedy on it. Oh, Thomas, the man whose goal won the league championship, fires Arsenal into a 2-goal lead. What a well-taken goal that was. The angle was tight, the shot was low, and it beat Ogrizovic. All ends up.
And now as we come to the Den, Millwall in the white shorts are 2 goals down against Charlton, and there are just 4 minutes left. The substitute Jimmy Carter comes on, a good crosser of a ball, and what a fantastic header by Teddy Sheringham to put Millwall back in the game at 1-2. And there was more drama still to come. In the very last minute, Dennis Salmon making the run, a flick on by Tony Cascarino, and the fullback Ian Dawes in there, and that's 2-2, the comeback of the week.
Not an awful lot of quality on show from two teams who left it until the final full Saturday of last season to secure their First Division status. What skill there was came from Roy Wegerle. It was he who got the better of Nigel Pearson here to win the home side a penalty shortly before half-time. Danny Wilson beat Chris Turner from the spot. Luton broke their transfer record this week to sign the Danish striker Lars Elstrup. Perhaps he will add the cutting edge to an attack that otherwise is very heavily reliant on Wegerle. His fast feet here deceived Greg Fee to lay on a second goal for Kingsley Black. Sheffield Wednesday played 2, lost 2, scored none.
Now stand by for a John Barnes special. Villa were forced to play 21-year-old fullback Andy Comyn in his first game, and Barnes was more than he could handle. Turned in one way, then the other again, and a right foot shot, giving Liverpool the lead. Although Villa later equalised through David Platt.
Flurry of late kickoffs this week on police advice. 3 in London on Tuesday in the First Division and 1 at Norwich on Wednesday. When the players got going, it was the home side who were quickest to adjust. David Phillips following up a debut goal on Saturday with an assist here for Dale Gordon. Norwich were the better side for the first hour, but then Forest began to fight back. A lovely move here involving Carr, Hodge and Crosby ended with Lee Chapman turning in from close range. Too close for the linesman's liking, the goal ruled out for offside. After a horrendous miss against Aston Villa last Saturday, Chapman might have been forgiving for thinking it wasn't his week, but he kept searching for a break, and when another Crosby cross was met with indecisive defending, the striker grabbed his chance gratefully. It wouldn't have counted for anything though, but for a late miss at the other end. Norwich would have gone top with a win. 7 minutes to go. Mark Bowen's ball put Des Walker under pressure. Robert Fleck had the goal at his mercy, but fluffed his lines and allowed Stuart Pearce to clear. We're only 2 rounds of fixtures into the season, and nobody has a 100% record.
Jimmy Case with the free kick for Southampton. Redmond got up. Only as far as Danny Wallace here. Nice little burst of pace when he hit the post. Letizier, lovely skills again. And City will have to get to grips with him. Rod Wallace. And here's his brother Danny. Lovely finish. A Wallace 1-2 and City go behind. Gleghorn got up. They all missed it and Nigel Gleghorn scored. Letizier again. Working space for the cross. Leghorn, Gale in terrible trouble. Wallace! You can't give Danny Wallace that sort of room.
Five lined across the box, and that's Cork's header, and it's gone in. What a brilliant little deflection. Whose is this? That's Fairweather against the bar, and then Cork's shot deflected for the corner. Shilton furious, as he always is. So now can Derby produce something from the corner? Good jump by Hindmarch, and Hebbert got the last touch, and that's 1-1.